Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement. From the coaches to the players, to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. DeRozan out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Nikola Jokic. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's James in at the three. No one covering.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And here is Antetokounmpo following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. James with the bucket.
Yeah, his court awareness and feel. Jokic is incredible in those areas. I mean, he sees the floor extremely well for a big guy.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me, it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone.
One plus the penalty.
Thank you, David.
2 shots.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the game right now. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we talk about growing the game internationally, and the NBA has done it better than most all other sports. There's not a better ambassador than Giannis. His parents are from Nigeria. He grew up in Greece, and he's just a terrific role model for young kids all over the world.
DeRozan on the wing. The pass to LeBron, and Curry has it in the corner. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
In the corner, it's James. 5 to shoot over Young. And it's good off the back rim and in. James has got 5.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Jokic finds Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's James. And they double up LeBron. And that one is good. He has 7.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is such a talented finisher. The defense in that situation just unable to keep him from that shot.
Here's Morant. And Stephen Curry with the foul.
First personal
That
foul.
is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Wiggins drives in. Embid.
It energizes everybody when LeBron is locked in like this on the defensive end.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. DeRozan on the wing, defended by Young. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the touch there from Curry? Just keeping control even while getting knocked around.
And some changes here for the East. Gobert, he's checked in for Joel Embid. He comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Booker in for Young. Free throw good by Curry. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 6-point game. Morant surveying the D. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Jokic against Gobert. He dishes it to Wiggins. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Curry. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Booker against DeRozan. They need this, and the shot is good.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
Gobert against LeBron, and they double up LeBron. Here's Giannis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Gobert kicks to Wiggins. And it's sent back by Jokic. Curry looking it over. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. 10 points for him. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the West All-Stars.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for B. Chris Middleton comes in for Wiggins. And it's ball in for Morant.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And Towns drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Allen finds Mitchell. Doncic outside. Here's Butler to the left wing. Garland. The three-pointer is right on target.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Middleton outside. The kick out to Ball. Passes it to Booker. For the three. No good there. Now the West All-Stars the other way. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Garland. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Outside, Towns. And nothing is falling for him right now. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Allen passes to Mitchell. Outside Garland. Now Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
First trip to the line for him here. That free throw good from Doncic. Zach LaVine's checked in for the East. All free throws good from Doncic.
You know, not many players have made the kind of splash Doncic did in his first year in the league. It was clear right away and really obvious this guy was no ordinary rookie. He played like a veteran from day one.
Now here's Allen. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Mitchell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West All-Stars. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Doncic. And it's Garland in at the point. Inside. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass the ball. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And it's sent back by Allen. Stolen by Levine. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
And so here are the West All-Stars.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Back to Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And that one, good.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Levine against Doncic. Towns with the steal. Here's Levine. And the shot goes in. Levine's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Doncic passes to Butler. Over Tatum. Butler, no good. Middleton dishes to Levine. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by Levine.
What a nice move by Levine. Tremendous handle. Gets him anywhere he needs to go. And then he does the rest of the work from there.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. He can't focus on one player. And no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Star. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Ball with the ball for the West All-Stars. The lead is 15. Giannis against Tatum. Now the pass to Jokic. Loads it up for Giannis. Here he goes.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
The West All-Stars with the ball. Outside DeRozan. Pass to LeBron. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. LeBron's got 9.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Young outside. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. Passes it to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, it would be kind of cool to be Giannis for just one game. He makes dunking and getting to the rim look so easy.
Young drives in, plays it up and banks it in. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Young's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. In the corner, it's James. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Embid. It's stolen by DeRozan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, I tell you, DeRozan puts so much pressure on the defense, he practically forces guys to foul him.
West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Higgins is checked in for the East. Ja Morant comes in for Zach LaVine. Curry's checked in for the West. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
Morant passes to Wiggins. Back to Morant. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. He has 5.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the West.
Substitution.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Curry passes to James. VanVleet outside. It's Curry outside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Van Vliet kicks to DeRozan. He gets it in there. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent decision that time by DeRozan. No wasted time at all, and no reason to. I mean, when you're as good as he is from mid-range, let it happen.
To the left side wing. Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Embid. Over onto Kumbo. Giannis grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
You never have to worry about DeRozan going soft. I mean, when he gets inside, he's taking it strong to the rack.
Up top, Embid. Covered by Giannis. Morant left side. There's the pass to
2 minutes
B.
left. 2.
The jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
Well, that's just good heads-up basketball from Embid, making the pass to the open man.
Curry on the wing. Down low, DeRozan, and the layup's good off the glass. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Timeout.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Timeout called East All-Star.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Gobert comes in for Embiid, and it's Booker in for Young. And the dunk by LeBron.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The East All-Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Jared Allen comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Mitchell in for LeBron. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant.
3rd team foul.
That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Curry dishes to Mitchell. Van Vliet outside. Outside Butler. Driving to the basket. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. The drive by Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. The 15-footer, again, the West All-Stars.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaking. Spectacular move. Wiggins' elevation, body control, strength, elite across the board.
Morant against Curry. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Mitchell against Wiggins, and it's Mitchell missing. Here's B. That one goes in. B's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Good discipline on defense. Wiggins right on top of it the whole way.
And so it's the West All-Stars, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The West putting on a show in that first half. And that's exactly what the All-Star Game is all about. So much talent on the floor for the Western Conference this year, and they're putting it all to use. The East in danger of getting their doors blown off if they don't turn things around in a big way in the second half.
Well, the West are not playing around. They come here to win this year. They're hitting their shots and playing with real enthusiasm. The East better step it up, or this gap is only going to grow in the second half.
A little physicality from the East could go a long way. They got a talent shot, and then those stops will give them a chance to steal the lead.
Remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for them.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the East All-Stars. They've got Jason Tatum. Young is out there with John Morant. Then it's Joel Embid, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And so Young will bring it up for the East All-Stars, trailing by 19. Out left to the wing. Here's Embid. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night. Embiid's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Here's LeBron. And he banks in the layup. LeBron's got 13.
That's as good as you can defend LeBron inside, and it's still not good enough.
He's with the ball. And here's Young. Driving the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Curry gets the bucket.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Morant outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency of the shot. Looks good.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And here are the East All-Stars now. It's an 18-point game. Wiggins surveying the floor. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
You know, when Giannis is being this aggressive on offense, he can be really hard to stop. The defense needs to make an adjustment.
Curry against Morant. Right side Tatum. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
DeRozan passes to Giannis. James against Wiggins, and it's in there. 15 points in the game.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Morant outside. Young against DeRozan. Wing shot on the way. Young's shot is off. Wiggins against LeBron over Young. LeBron, no good. Morant outside. Floats it up for Wiggins. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. James looking it over. Here's Curry with the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Timeout called, East All-Stars. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Joel Embid. Chris Middleton comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ball in for Morant. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Doncic is checked in. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Oh my goodness! That was special. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Young finds Middleton. Fires for 3, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
Outside, Towns. Here's Young. Back to Towns. Lots of room. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
And some changes here for the East. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Tatum. And it's Booker in for Trae Young. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Curry is inside. Defended by Gobert. And the basket by Curry.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
He was all alone on that one. Ball's got 5 points so far.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand his game. This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the East All-Stars. It's Antetokounmpo. Doncic passes to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
There aren't many guys that can match LeBron when he's in a really good scoring rhythm. Asserting himself on offense is problems for the defense and good for his team.
Ball with it. 5 points in the game. Shoots over Curry. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
1:52 left in the third. 17-foot shot on the way. It's good. Middleton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. B comes in for Towns, and Levine subbed in for Ball. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Allen's checked in for Jokic. Jimmy Butler comes in for Antetokounmpo. Mitchell, he's checked in for James. And Paul subbed in for Curry. That one goes. Count it.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Booker finds Gobert. Booker outside. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Uses the glass to drop it in. Middleton's got 6.
Man, the form that Middleton shoots those jumpers with, absolutely picture perfect.
Here's Butler. Again, the West All-Stars.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
That's tipped. Here's Booker. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Left side, Butler dishes it to Allen. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Booker against Paul. Booker in the post. It's rebounded by the West.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Oh, I like how Butler uses his body in the paint. Excellent at forcing the issue and getting the call close to the rack.
The West All-Stars have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. The free throw drops for Butler, and the East All-Stars making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Jimmy Butler's work ethic is really impressive. I mean, it seems like he never stops improving his game and looking for ways to be more effective on the floor, and that's why he's been as good as he's been so far in his career.
And so it's the West All-Stars rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Let's get this next bucket. We got to put together a string right now. It's all right here in the head. It's right here in the head. Stay connected.
Greg urging his team to go on a run here.
I mean, they have what it takes, and Coach Spo right now just trying to spark a fire in his group.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Butler out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. Bounce pass from Paul. Embid against Allen. For 3, VanVleet. A shot missing. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Embid against Paul. Embid inside. Good. Nice assist from Booker.
Few players in the NBA strike fear into opponents, but Embid is one of them because of his size, skill, and crazy strength.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the West All-Stars. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his third foul of the game.
Team foul.
Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense to see more players from all over the world in the NBA. Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Paul passes to Jokic. Back to Paul. Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
The three from Tatum. And there's the call on Joel Embid. That's his first foul. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Garland's checked in. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Poked away. Here's Mitchell. And it's the East with the rebound. Now Embid. There's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Embid.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Wiggins against Mitchell. Outside Garland. And it's DeRozan at the elbow. From 15 feet away. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Boy, that looks like a scouting report breakdown there. I mean, the defense has to know where DeRozan wants to do the most work. That's his sweet spot there.
Wiggins kicks to Morant. Pass to Embid. It falls for his seventh bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Garland, the pass to DeRozan. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And the East All-Stars call time here. So for the West, Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jimmy Butler. James comes in for Mitchell, and Curry subbed in for Garland. Up top, Embid. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. The West All-Stars on D. Right side, Tatum. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
You know, right there, you see some of the old-school mid-range game that Tatum has in his bag.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Morant against Curry. And the call up against Jokic.
Second team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
He's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Now here's Curry. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Tatum against Giannis. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Morant outside. It's tipped and stolen by James. DeRozan against Young. And DeRozan kicks to Jokic. It's Curry outside. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Young's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Morant. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Look at the turnover situation, guys. It's not been that bad, just a handful. And when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And Embid has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 17. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
After a first half where he had just 1 turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Here's Curry. Outside DeRozan. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
You know, one of the things we've seen DeRozan do, guys, is elevate his passing game through the years. Now he's a terrific distributor at the 2-guard spot.
Here's Embid. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. And the West All-Stars have possession. They lead by 17. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Morant.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. And here are the East All-Stars. 19-point game. Here's Embid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embid that allow him to score through contact.
The free throw drops for Embid. And the West All-Stars have possession.
2 minutes.
And here is James. Outside Curry. Over Morant. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Morant's gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 attempts. Wiggins against James. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul.
.132 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Passes it to Jokic. And it's blocked by Embid.
A fantastic defender. Embid is consistent not only blocking shots, but going after him as well, especially when he's in the area.
Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Embid's got 23.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Antetokounmpo dishes to Curry. Good on the triple. Curry's got 31.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
Pass to Embid. And Embid throws it down.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
To the paint, here's Jokic, and the layup falls.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Sinks the triple.
Progression of Wiggins' game out beyond the arc. He now is not only shooting that shot, he's expecting to make it.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With a step back, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Curry against Embid. And they double up Embid. And here's Tatum for three. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Curry with it. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.